Welcome to Finance Training. The information presented in this presentation is extremely important, so please pay close attention. The accounting staff consists of the following 5 individuals: Joyce Markowski, Bill Wrights, Latanya Clifton-Smith, Patty Forrest, and Jennifer Connery. Joyce Markowski is responsible for day-to-day operations and payroll. Bill Wrights creates and oversees the ResLife budget. Latanya Clifton-Smith creates and oversees the dining services budget. Patty Forrest is responsible for accounting documents for ResLife, CS40, College Council, and dining services accounts. She reviews ProCard transactions, maintains all student housing charges for damages, does student-parent billing questions, processes all deposits for ResLife and CS40, and handles petty cash. Lastly, Jennifer Connery is responsible for accounting documents for ResLife, raises ProCard limits, handles Sam's accounts, writes receipts for ResLife and CS40. All 5 accounting members work in the Residential Life main office in the South 40. If you need to speak to them in person, please go to the main office reception desk and ask to speak with anyone from accounting. Washington University in St. Louis is exempt from paying tax, which means all purchases made for the university must be tax exempt. On the left side of this screen, you will see an example of the State of Missouri Tax Exempt form. You must bring this form with you at all times whenever you are making a purchase off campus. Please stop by the main Residential Life office or the Village Residential Life office to get a tax exempt form. On any purchase, if tax is charged, you will be asked to go back to the vendor to remove the tax. So please ensure you tell the vendor we are tax exempt prior to purchasing your items. If you use your own money to purchase an item and tax is charged, you will not be reimbursed for the tax amount. The Office of Residential Life uses document request forms for certain purchases or if you need to deposit cash or checks, for a check request, interdepartmental charges, purchase orders, or blanket orders. You will use the form for a check request when a vendor does not take a ProCard or to get reimbursed for items paid for with personal funds. You should only purchase items with your own money if that is the last resort. Please remember to include the student's campus box and student ID number on the form. Also, if the vendor is new, please include their federal tax ID number, phone number, and fax number. Checks will be mailed directly to the vendor in 2 weeks or direct deposited for university employees. This is an example of a document request form filled out for a check request. It is important to note to please tape all receipts to a sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper and attach to the document request form with a paper clip. Please note all purchases must be tax exempt. Stores like Walmart and Hobby Lobby require you to present the tax letter to customer service and get a store-specific card to purchase tax exempt. Please do not use meal points or bear bucks and plan to get reimbursed using the document request form. You will not be reimbursed. Lastly, please turn the document request form and attached receipt within 3 days of purchase to your RCD. This slide is an example of using the document request form for an interdepartmental charge, or IDO. You will complete an IDO for purchasing goods or services from another department on campus. If you are purchasing tickets for an event from the Edison Theater, you will turn the form into your RCD to complete and sign, and you will take the yellow copy to Edison and the white copy will stay with the RCD. If you are purchasing items at the campus bookstore or Bare Necessities, you will tape the receipt to an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and attach to the back of the document request form. If you are ordering catering through Bon Appetit, you will attach the email or contract requesting food to the document request form. Remember, original receipt, event planning form, or an email must be attached and must include date of event, purpose, and number of people attending if under 13. You will complete a purchase order using the document request form if you are purchasing materials or items at CAM Printing, High Tech Copy, or FedEx Kinko's. You will find the appropriate purchase order number in the Residential Life office at the accounting desks across from the accounting offices starting in August. If you are unsure of the appropriate PO number, you can ask your RCD. Please ensure that you bring the appropriate PO number with you to the vendor when you purchase your materials. When using a purchase order, you will not have to physically pay for the items. They will be charged to the Residential Life department. You will need to bring back the receipt with you and attach the receipt to an 8.5 by 11-inch sheet of paper and attach that to the document request form. You will want to make a deposit when you collect cash or checks for a program or event. Please do not leave cash or checks in your rooms, mailboxes, or on someone's desk in accounting. All cash and/or checks must be turned into your RCD. Never use collected cash to pay for another expense. Remember, whenever turning paperwork in after hours, there are folders in the South 40 Annex RA Duty Office and the Village Office where you can leave paperwork for your RCD. This portion of the training will cover ProCard usage and procedures. The University Procurement Card are Visa credit cards that are issued in your name but not linked to your personal credit or banking information. ProCards are only to be used for university expenses, never for personal purchases. We recognize not every single RA will have a ProCard. However, it is important for everyone to be familiar with ProCard usage policies and procedures. If you are ordering items offline, you must be able to print out the receipt. Please use the address displayed on this slide for the billing address. The ProCard form with original receipt attached must be turned in within 24 hours of purchase to your RCD. This form is the Residential Life ProCard Cardholder Letter of Agreement. Those RAs that will get ProCards will need to fully read through this document and will sign and date this form during August RA training. Any violation of these policies will result in your ProCard being revoked. If you use your ProCard, you will need to complete the ProCard documentation form. RCDs often customize these forms, so please check with your specific RCD. These forms must be completed by the RA, and they must have the original itemized receipt taped to the bottom of the form or taped to an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper that is attached to the ProCard documentation form. Please do not fold or staple receipts to this form. Remember, this form must be signed by your RCD, who will then turn the form into accounting. Please do not purchase alcohol, radioactive materials, or live animals with your ProCard. There is a $250 single transaction limit and a $500 monthly limit on your ProCard. You are not allowed to split transactions with multiple cards. If you need to make a purchase over $250, please contact your RCD to have them temporarily raise your limit. If you lose a receipt, please notify your RCD immediately. Accounting will send out missing receipt emails periodically to RCDs. If your RCD receives this email, you are already too late in turning your paperwork in on time. Please use the last 4 digits of your student ID number, not your social security number, when activating your card. You will receive your ProCard from your RCD during August training. Please remember, having a ProCard is a privilege, so please use it wisely. Do not hesitate to reach out to your RCD, fellow RAs, or the accounting team if you have any questions regarding this.